One of the sad stories I've seen during the hurricane, and I had to explain to my anointed friend the difference because they think they know it, but they don't know all. And this is very sad, everybody know I'm being caught up with the police because I speak, not because I thief. There's a difference between speaking and thieving and trying to silence me. But I can't be silent. I'm 57 years old. I just can speak now because I ought to be in there. I should have been there. I was dead, but I'm alive. I'm going to speak for the ones that can't speak for themselves. And boy, am I going to speak. Don't believe they got that blue plate that they got something between the ears. That don't mean nothing. That means that they had a bunch of people that are followers, like junkies. If you're red, you're okay. If you're yellow, they're okay. And many people are so disappointed in the red that Mars Shaba, the business people, they thank you, God, for that transvestite hurricane by the name of Doreen. You named this bad hurricane after man. He's a transvestite. You should name it after a woman. We know they're crazy, but when a man is a transvestite, you don't know where he is. That's like being bisexual. They're all over the place. And that's what happened with us. You name it the wrong name at the wrong time. And I had to explain to my learned friend the difference between survival. Let me explain. I was so disgusted, angry to see what's going on in my town. Survivalists, the government, what I saw at the airport, with a rooftop full of water and supply. On the runway when I got the plane, they were loading the waters, the Americans, the Nassau people, the Freeport people, anybody that came in to evacuate, they bought supply. And the government couldn't get the supply from the runway to the terminal. And the water that they got to the terminal was piled up to the roof. While I am in Dunderston, me and my neighbors are dying of thirst. And I say, wow, this is a recap of Hurricane Floyd, that they left the stuff in the hurricane place where they're supposed to distribute stuff, and nobody had the brains to distribute. So Hurricane Floyd carried deep into his pocket and hired a truck and hired guys to drive the truck, to offload the truck, to make sure, and I called the names, I got on the truck. We had 2 Defense Force officers at the gate. I said, go and deliver this stuff, I'll be back. And I did that all day for 3 months, delivering the stuff when the government. 3 months I was in the distribution center, me and 2 Defense Force officers. I haven't seen one government official, one government truck. 100 homes was destroyed in Floyd. This is a repeat. What I did, I cleared the street right away. You gotta have clear streets to deliver these goods uninterrupted. And for some reason, after the hurricane, the foolest of the fools, the biggest of jackasses just show up. These little Rasta boys have declared martial law on Abaco. They take over. Walking around with their guns and doing all sort of things. Walking around with their guns, smoking their dope. And this is what I call survival. Survival is you need water and you need food. You go and take that if it's available. That's survival. Survival is not going into those shops. Although those people got insurance for these places, where does survival come in? When a fella pull up to the man place, and steal 200, 300 horsepower engine. He ain't got no place to put it, He can put it up behind it. Where you can put the engines. You go into the people place. You take all these things that not essential. Computer, they break into Radio Abaco. Why are you breaking into Radio Abaco to steal Radio Abaco computer? What does that got to do with survival? Why are you going into people's houses that have to leave the house in a hurry?